What's going on, everybody? Shane here from Vulgar Display Gaming, reporting in for KNAC about a killer show I went to again. December 3rd, I went to the Trivium Struck Dead tour. I had a great time. There was only 3 bands that played. It was at the Riverside Theater. Never been there before. Pretty cool theater. It's got, I guess it was like an older theater. It's been around for a very long time, so it's got like a lot of older architecture out there. It's got like a cool courtyard with like a big fountain pool kind of thing. I think the venue is really nice. Some of the bathrooms were kind of dated, but nonetheless, there's multiple bathrooms, so that's nice. Always got to report on that. Pretty easy getting beer. Definitely like that. And the most important part was, I think it sounded great. I really enjoyed the acoustics of this theater hall. There's also like seats and everything in the back. You could just go sit down if you wanted. I don't think those were separate tickets. I'll have to check, or there's balcony upstairs. I think maybe you have to buy balcony. But again, I took pictures at the show, so I had a photo pass. And as you can see, I really enjoyed taking pictures. As you can see some of these pictures, and the full pictures are at the gallery on the KNAC website. But let's get on with it. Opening up the show was Heriot. From the UK, they're on Century Media Records. I think this was their first time out here. Fairly newer band. I've never really heard of them until this was like the first time listening to them, and I was like, holy shit, I was pretty blown away. They are heavy. They have like a hardcore, I think it's metalcore, but they're a little bit different because they have some really heavy, chunky riffs going. I definitely enjoyed watching their set. They only played about 6 songs. Met the singer afterwards. She was very nice. Got a cool shirt. Fortunately, I don't have the merch I have. I think it's in the wash. But the shirt was really cool. I dug it. Like, their artwork's really cool. And I think if you're trying to get into Heriot, just a starter off song is At the Fortress Gate. I think it was a killer song. They closed with that. But they really set the tone for the night. Going into an next band that was my first time seeing them as well. They've been around for a while. Jinjer. I think they're one of the more prominent metalcore bands out there, alongside like Spirit Box, especially with a female-fronted singer, Tatiana. She has a great voice as well as great guttural growls, and I think the technicality behind Jinjer, some of their songs, is really good. And they played about 10 songs. Let me see. 9 songs. They played about 9 songs, so like a 45-minute set, give or take, 45, 50 minutes. They played some of their newer stuff. I've been hearing a lot of it on Liquid Metal, and it's good. I dig it. I really dig it. Tatiana, she has a great stage presence running around, as you can see here. And I think this tour, with the addition of Jinjer and Heriot, pretty cool, 2 female-fronted bands, really heavy, and I think that Jinjer is going to be around for a while. I'm pretty sure they're going to be headlining tours. They're going to be the ones playing arenas, because they definitely have a killer sound, and they're a really solid, tight band. And I think that I'm going to see them again when they come around. I really enjoyed their set, but they closed out with Pisces, and that's like probably one of their biggest songs, as they probably always do. And solid band, so great stuff. Now, coming up to the band that everybody came there to see was Trivium. Trivium, I haven't seen Trivium in a very, very long time. I've seen them tons of times, like since high school. You know, my favorite album by them was Ascendancy and Shogun. Great albums, I think. I kind of fell off listening to them, but with this new EP that came out, Struck Dead, as well as I interviewed Corey, the guitarist. Go check out that interview if you haven't. Super nice guy. Looks like everybody in the band's cool. But this new EP, I think, is some of the heaviest stuff they've ever written. Especially, I really enjoyed Bury Me With My Screams, and they Struck Dead is great, I think. They played 2 of the songs off the EP, so they didn't do Six Walls Surround Me, but they also played a lot of Ascendancy. That's what this tour was about, celebrating Ascendancy, great record. And they came out and opened with actually a track I really like, which is In Waves, which set the tone off well, and it had a great set. There was no lulls in the set. They had probably one song I didn't really care for was Pull the Strings of Your Martyr, and you know, that song's okay. I prefer when Matt Heafy's doing a lot more heavy riffs, a lot more screaming, minimal clean vocals, but he has a great voice, and I think that the songs go well with everything, but that's just my preference. I like their heavy riffing. I like how melodic some of the songs get, but I prefer the screaming, more intense parts. But again, Matt's voice complements everything very well. And I think that they are taking a break after this tour for a while. So this was one of the last times you're gonna be able to see them for a while. So hopefully you were able to catch them. But Trivium is definitely, I think, firing on all cylinders right now. This is the height of their career. I think this is the biggest they've ever been, and I think they're only getting bigger. They're playing all the big headlining festivals, headlining these shows. They're still, I think, settling on a drummer. I think they got to fill in for this tour, and then after this, they're going to start looking for a permanent drummer. I think right now they have Alex Rudinger. He used to play with Whitechapel. Solid drummer. Great drummer. But when you see some of the pictures, I think he has the songs nailed, but maybe he just has just the set list up there with him, because I think he had to fill in really quick, because they had Grayson for a bit, but he's doing the Sepultura stuff, so he can't, he couldn't do the tour, but he was a phenomenal drummer too. But Alex is a great drummer. They didn't miss a beat, and I think, again, I'm excited to see what Trivium has in store for us. I think they said they're going to take their time and work on a new record in their new studio, but what can I say? It was a solid show. As you can see from all this footage, all these pictures, if you didn't get a chance to see them on this tour, please check them out when they go on tour again. And I'm looking forward to their new music coming out whenever that has been announced, or when it is announced. But until then, everybody, stay heavy and stay tuned for what we got going on KNAC and Vulgar Display Gaming. Cheers, everybody.